Hi guys, and welcome to review number 50. Starting from very humble beginnings, using selfie camera on my mobile phone with dead pixels on it. I think it's got a little bit up in quality hopefully since then. And thank you very much guys, couldn't have done it without you. Now on Stiff Upper Lip we got just over 200 subscribers. We're closing in on 10,000 views. And crazily, there's been views from 64 different countries, including Japan, the Philippines, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan and Peru. The main countries watching are Sweden, the United States, Finland, Germany and the United Kingdom. I think that's about 80% of all the views, but thank you so much to everyone out there. Special shout outs to Australia, Denmark and Norway as well. It seems like the youngest viewers are in Norway, which is quite interesting. So Snooze is a really old tradition and it seems like we're getting new generations in using it. And I haven't looked at Ettan yet, have I? Here it is. Ettan original portion. Talking about tradition, this is the oldest snus brand on the market. It's been around since 1822, this one. The loose version. Only 3 products in the range. There's the loose, there's this original portion, and there's a white portion. And like with General, we got kind of 2 main names in the snus world, the traditional ones. We have Jacob Boman for General, and we have Ljunglöf for Ettan. So this is like a family business. It started with Jacob Fredrik Ljunglöf. He is sort of the inventor of the modern snus, you could say in a way. Starting with making like a real tobacco pure snus. And the name Ettan, it's sort of, it has to do with the quality, because the snus manufacturers around that time normally called their snus number 1, number 2 or number 3, depending on the quality, number 1 being the highest. But Ljunglöf was the first one to actually make a brand of it to sell nationwide. So he managed to cleverly invent like the brand number 1 for something that already stood for quality. So he's the inventor of the recipe and the maker of the brand. And then his son, Knut Ljunglöf, he is the one that sort of had the nose for, apparently had a really big nose. I don't know if it was as big as mine, but I'm sure his sense of smell was much better. Maybe you've heard that Ettan is called the king of snus. And that's actually, Knut Ljunglöf was called the king of snus because of his ability to sense the quality. Apparently, every morning he was brought some tobacco on a silver tray from the factory to smell it. And if it wasn't good enough, they threw away the whole batch. Otherwise, he was happy and they kept selling it. So he loved the good things in life, high quality stuff all the way through. And he actually exported some snus to the Pope in Rome of that time. Although normally he didn't like to export because he wanted to keep the fresh quality of it, the fresh snus. And they actually went from fermenting to pasteurizing, I believe. It used to be fermented. So the family Ljunglöf invented sort of a new method of doing it with a secret recipe. So Knut Ljunglöf is called the king of snus. So let's see if Ettan is the king of snus. According to me, they say it should be the same sort of taste now as it was back then, and it's a little bit hard to check because we don't know what those ones actually tasted like. But it should be really, really tobacco forward. You got General, has got bergamot oil in it. This one, pure, smoky tobacco. So, 1822 for the loose one. This one came in 1990. as with all portions, much newer inventions. And the white portion came in, I think it was 2006. This one has got the traditional measurements in it, like 1 gram portion, original size, no slim factors or anything like that. Full can of 24 portions, and the traditional nicotine of 8.5 milligrams per gram. The catch lid is nowadays a big one, Swedish match. Let's get into this. Can't believe I waited this long to do an Ettan review, and I will of course review the white portion and the loose as well in the future. Managed to get one in the first 50 at least. There you go. Original portions. And I'll pop one in. Yeah, coming sort of pretty plumped up. Nice. Here we go. Yeah, there is no fuss with this one, you see. I like that. There is no bergamot oil, no flavoring. So then you have to really rely on the quality of tobacco here. And it's quite smoky, but quite mellow at the same time. It does smell like good quality tobacco. Quite robust actually. It is different to the general, although that is robust as well, but the bergamot does come through in that one. It doesn't smell boring or anything like that. It could be, because it's such a pure tobacco, it could be a little bit meh, but no, mellow, but bold at the same time, if that makes any sense. Because you get the smokiness, but it's pure. I like the smell. I'll get through the whole can and I'll tell you what I think about it. Eat your heart out, General. There's a new kid in town, well, since 1822, beat the General by 44 years there. But to be fair, the General actually had a portion out before Ettan. So I really, really like this one. Not a huge surprise maybe, liking tobacco-centric snoozes. But I'm a little bit surprised how much I actually like it. It's been growing on me throughout the can. So the taste of this one, not a huge revelation here. I think they nailed it on the website. Dark tobacco character with smoke and a maltiness and some chocolate notes in there. So it's a little bit sweet from the chocolate, but it's not like a chocolate extract or anything like that. It's just a natural mellow taste, but the smokiness and the malt make it a little bit more robust. So it's a taste I really like. It's really complex. And the interesting thing is for me that I've tried the Lös, the classic. I think I prefer the portion in this case actually. And I'll explain why. Because this is a really natural, mellow tobacco taste. You got Ettan, you got Röda Lacket and Göteborg's Prima Fint. When it comes to the Prima Fint, there is no portion. Röda Lacket has a portion, but that's completely different to the loose. It's really perfumey, and I prefer the loose. And then you have this one, which has the portion and the loose. The problem with these ones for me is that because they're so mellow and pure with the tobacco taste, if you have a loose in, you don't get an awful lot of taste. With this one, I sort of maximize the potential of it by keeping it in my mouth and sucking on it for a lot of the time that I have it in actually. And by doing that, you release the complexities and the maltiness of it. So you can't really do that with the loose, which is why I prefer this one. And I think it's really, I need to try the Lös to review that, see if I can confirm this. But I believe that they're pretty close in taste. I haven't had any other portion that is so close to the tobacco taste. It's just a great snus. A little bit sweet, you might find that initially, but it's just growing on me, the complexities of it. So, yeah, when it comes to tobacco-centricness, awesome snus. The taste lasts quite a long time as well, so it doesn't die on you after a short while. It's a big portion. The nicotine could maybe be a little bit higher, but I think they haven't done that with Ettan, probably for the reason that it's such a pure tobacco taste. They might not be able to keep the taste if they whack the nicotine up. I haven't even put one in here. Well, it's the last one. Is really quite sad, really. Need to get this much more. It's just so good. You need to try this one if you haven't already. The crazy thing is I hadn't actually tried this one. I've only tried the loose. So great snus. Say hi to my new favorite portion snus of all that I've reviewed so far. Of course, stocked by the legends at snus24.com. They have the whole range with the white portion and the loose as well. 9 out of 10. I know I gave Kardus Fäviken 9 as well. Is this as good? It's close, and it's a portion. It's a different feel to it. Maybe I should have given that 9.5, but I just have to give this really high because it's my new favorite portion snus, ladies and gentlemen. So, for my next review, it's not actually a review, it's on Saturday. There's a special where I look back at my top 10 so far, and please check that one out because it's been an insane amount of editing. Still is, haven't finished that one yet. So that would mean a lot to me if you check that one out, and then we move on with the next 50 reviews. So thank you very much guys for watching. Now get this snus.